Have you ever wondered why the narcissist lies so much? Here are 7 reasons why a narcissistic person has a tendency to lie. But first, if you're new here, my name is Kelly. I'm a narcissistic abuse and childhood trauma survivor and educator. Reason number 1, to avoid accountability and responsibility. We know that they don't admit to wrongdoing. It's a struggle bus for them, to say the least. It's always everybody else's fault. And they don't accept criticism very well either. It shatters their very fragile self-perception of perfection. And it's a way for them to deflect blame and avoid consequences. The second reason is because they lack empathy. Because they aren't able to feel how other people feel, nor do they really care, it's easy for them to lie because they're not thinking about the impact it might have on someone. They're not thinking about the consequences. And in addition, because they don't have that sense of remorse or guilt, it makes it much easier for them than other people. The third reason is to protect their false sense of self. They don't want people to find out who they really are, which is why they wear a mask. Because actually they have deep-rooted shame and insecurity. And so they need to keep this false sense of self intact in front of others by lying about who they are. The fourth reason is because they have a very strong sense of entitlement. They really believe they deserve special privileges, that they're above the law, that the rules don't apply to them. So they really don't care about lying because they don't have that moral code going on. And they lie because they figure it's okay to do that as long as they're getting what they rightly deserve. The fifth reason is one you all know very well: for control. They lie to keep people off balance. They want to have a sense of control over everything and everyone in their universe. And if they're the only one that knows the truth, for some reason, they think that this gives them some kind of power over people. This is one of the reasons why they resort to gaslighting so much, is because they want their victim to doubt their memory and their perception of events. You really do start to feel crazy in this relationship, even though you know, you saw, you heard, you remember what happened. They also want to control the narrative, to present themselves in the best light, to be able to deflect blame and avoid accountability for any of their actions. Reason number 6, they are very impulsive humans. They are all about immediate gratification, and they don't often think about the long-term consequences. It's very easy for them to lie because of this, a little bit like empathy. They don't think about the impact that it'll have on other people or themselves and their environment, nor do they care. Number 7, they lie to create drama. They will tell you too that they hate it. Peggy used to tell me, I can't stand drama, which really confused me because I thought, then why are you always antagonistic? Why are you always creating conflict in everything and everywhere that you go? You blow things up that don't need to be blown up, and they pit people against each other. And they do this so that everybody is distracted from what is really happening, which is that they created this. And while everybody's distracted, they can regain control, paint themselves as this hero, and essentially avoid all accountability and responsibility for everything. Regardless of the reasons, though, I think for victims, it's really hard for us to understand how easily they lie and the amount that they lie. And that's simply because we actually feel remorse if we lie. We understand the consequences if we lie. And simply, we might not be very good at it. Peggy used to tell me that I had no poker face at all. And I'm okay with that. So now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments, what are some of the things that your narcissistic or toxic partner lied about? And if you can relate to any of the reasons, tell me which ones. And don't forget to hit like and follow for more.